Chapter 3. Princess Luciana. A few days later, the ship docked. Rose's eyes widened. Suddenly, a green and white bird fell past it. Rose bent down and held out a hand. The bird flew onto it. "Are you okay?" Rose asked him. The bird nodded. "Good as new." "Thank you." "You're welcome." "I'm Tiny," the bird said. Rose smiled. "It's very nice to meet you, Tiny." "I'm Rose," Rose said. "It's nice to meet you, Rose." Then Tiny laughed. "Can you believe your eyes?" Sewell asked. Rose looked around amazed at all the people. "Everyone's like me." Tika sighed. "But nobody's like me. Let's go home, Rose." Rose looked at Tika. "Without exploring? That doesn't sound like you, Tika." She couldn't understand why Tika was so anxious to get home. She wondered where that elephant's sense of adventure was. "What do you think?" Antonio asked, joining them. Rose shrugged. "It's so different." Antonio unloaded the ship and led Rose and the others to where a carriage was waiting. "Good to have you back, Your Highness," the driver said. "Good to be back," Antonio said. The coach driver spotted Rose and her family. "What kind of beast have you brought home this time?" Well, Azul couldn't believe what he just said. "Did he just call us beasts? Beasts?" As it continued, everyone else except Rose heard peacock noises. Coach driver opened the carriage door. The royal carriage. Azul flew off Tika's back and landed inside the carriage. Antonio looked at Rose. "Translation?" he joked. Rose chuckled. "Azul likes to ride in style." Antonio held out a hand to Rose. "And now for you." Rose was about to take Antonio's hand when Tika swung her trunk on Rose's hand. Rose looked at Tika. She could see the big in her eyes. "If you don't mind, I'll go with Tika," she said. Antonio tried not to be disappointed. "Oh, okay." And Rose climbed on to Tika's back with Saji. When the carriage and Tika reached the castle, Rose saw 3 little girls rushing down the steps. Antonio got out of the carriage and hugged all 3. Each girl had her hair in a bun, but one had dark hair, another had red hair, and the other one had blonde hair. "Oh, we missed you," the little girl with blonde hair said. The little girls spotted Rose on Tika's back. "Who are they?" the blonde-haired little girl asked. Antonio smiled. Let me introduce my friend Rose. She grew up on an island." "Hello," Rose said politely as she climbed off Tika's back. "These are my sisters," Antonio said. He held a hand above the dark-haired girl's head. "Gina?" "Hello," she said, curtsying. Antonio held a hand above the red-haired girl's head. "Rita?" "Hello," she said, curtsying. Then Antonio held a hand above the blonde-haired girl's head. "And Sophia." "Hi," she said, curtsying. Rose caught Saji as he slid off Tika's back from her trunk. "Are these your pets?" Sophia asked, confused. Rose shook her head. "No, my family." Rose set Saji down. "This is Saji," she pointed at Azul. Azul shook his head and told Rose something. Rose rolled her eyes. "I'm sorry. Prince Azul Basumaranta III." Azul opened his tail, revealing his feathers. The little princess's eyes widened. "Whoa! A rainbow!" Rose pointed at Tika. "And little Tika." The little girls laughed. "Little!" Gina stroked Tika's ears. "Such soft ears." Sophia patted Tika's nose. "And the cutest nose ever." Tika tickled Sophia. "That tickles," she giggled. "Do it again," Rita said. Tika blushed and did it again. Antonio turned to Rose. "I can't wait for you to meet my parents." Saji and Azul followed Antonio and Rose inside. When Antonio stepped outside the front doors. "Wait out here a moment," he said. Then he opened the doors. "Mother! Father!" he called. Antonio's mother, Queen Danielle, smiled away as she set her pet monkey down on the nearby train. "Oh, Antonio! Dear, welcome home," she said, hugging him. Antonio looked over at Danielle's monkey. "How are you, Tallulah?" Rose knew what Tallulah was saying. "I'm good." Antonio's father, King Peter, shook Antonio's head. "Good to have you home, son." "Good to be home, Father." Antonia glared over at the open door. I'd like you to meet someone special. Her name is Ro. Ro was nervous. She was about to meet a real-life king and queen. She didn't want to mess up. Ro? Just then Saji and Azul entered the room. Antonio said, That's Saji, and this is Azul, he said quickly to his friends. He looked around. Where's Ro? He whispered. Daniel smiled at Azul. Another pet for me? He's charming, isn't he, Tallulah? Tallulah gave a small as she waved a hand of discare. Ro peeked in nervously. Antonia took her hand and led her into the throne. Mother, Father, may I introduce Ro? Ro smiled shyly. Hello. Nice to meet you. Fraser and I found her stranded on an island, probably shipwrecked years ago. Danielle sadly shook her head. What an ordeal. Alone? All those years? Ro quickly shook her head. Oh, I wasn't alone. I had all the dolphins and the birds and the animals. Danielle sighed happily. Pets are such a comfort. She looked at Tallulah. I can't imagine life without darling little Tallulah. Azul looked up at Tallulah. Where do you come from? He asked. Quite far, actually, she said. The South Seas. Ro sighed. We're from the South Seas, too. Tallulah's eyes widened. You understand? Peter looked at Ro curiously as she chatted with Tallulah. Antonia, what exactly is she doing? He asked. Antonia smiled. Isn't it amazing? He replied. Ro actually talks to the animals. Peter wasn't impressed. How interesting. But there would be more news. Antonio, come. A cause for celebration. As he said those words, Peter motioned for Antonia to turn around. A young girl with light brown hair and a lovely purple dress was walking down the stairs. Son, I am delighted to introduce you to Princess Luciana, your bride-to-be. Antonio spun around. Why, what? He spat. Ro stared at him. Why didn't he tell her he was engaged? Pleasure to meet you, Prince Antonio, she said kindly and politely curtsying. Antonio gave a small confused bow. Likewise, Your Highness. He looked at his father. Father, I'm overcome with joy, I'm sure. Just then, a lady with a high royal updo came walking down the stairs, and her mother, Queen Ariana. An honor to meet my future son-in-law. Antonio bowed confused again. Your Highness? Ariana looked around. I can just see it. Everyone gathered here tomorrow night for the royal ball. Antonio looked at his father. Tomorrow? He spat. Antonio rose already leaving the room. When she got outside, she shook her head. What was I thinking? She asked. He belongs here. We don't. Can't you grow to like it as it last? Suddenly she heard Antonio calling. Ro! Ro, wait! He stopped. I had no idea. Thank you for showing me civilization, but I want to go home. When can the next ship take me home? Please stay, Antonio begged. You can pick any room in the castle, and the animals will be happy in the royal stable. Ro thought for much. She wanted to find her real family a lot. Thanks, but I'll stay with my family. Antonio pointed their direction to the stable and went back inside to try to talk to his parents about not marrying Princess Luciana. When they reached the stable, Ro saw a pig shaking a leg. Boy, this is button. I can't get it. Ro bent down and scratched the itch. How's it? She asked kindly. The pig sighed happily. Perfect. Thank you. Ro smiled. The pig squealed in shock and ran away. Did she just answer me? The horse gave a confused neigh. How does she do it? That. The female pig laughed. Better watch what she's saying. Ro chuckled. Nice to meet you. I'm Ro. I'm Lorenzo. Pig in charge, the male pig. The female pig giggled. We like to humor him. Could we trouble you a place to stay? Saji asked politely. Lorenzo rolled around in the mud pot. Plenty of room for you right here. Azul shut. We couldn't possibly. He said, please, just show us to a sturdy tree or something. The female pig thought for a moment. A tree? She nudged Lorenzo. The pig in charge can take you to the royal greenhouse. Well, that's the end of chapter 3. Hope you enjoy. this so far? So, will Antonio be able to convince his parents not to marry Princess Luciana? Stay tuned. Comment, like, subscribe, bye.